Hi, I'm Mike from 1A Auto. We've been selling auto parts for over 30 years. We're dedicated to delivering quality auto parts, expert customer service, fast and free shipping, all backed by our 100% satisfaction guarantee. So visit us at 1aauto.com, your trusted source for quality auto parts.
Disconnect your negative battery cable. Ours is a 10 millimeter. Yours may be 8 millimeter. Loosen it up and take the cable off and set it aside. Remove your wipe arms. Start small flat blade screwdriver or a pick tool. Just work it under the back side here. Pull up and off. There's a nut underneath and repeat for the other side. .15 millimeter socket and ratchet, and remove the two 15 millimeter nuts. Usually you can break them free by pressing, and then you just pull them up and off. And you can see I've got a nice pollen mark here. You could also use a dry erase marker and just mark where your wiper blades sit before you remove them. The windshield cowl panel with the hood closed, there's a series of screws on each side. This is actually a two-piece panel. You take a little pick tool, remove this plug, and it's the same on the other side. And then there's a Phillips screw down in there, and then there's a Phillips screw here. There should be one there and another one there for the driver's side. We'll use the Phillips screw driver, which is the one with the 4 points, and remove. And on the passenger side, once you remove the plug, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 screws. Now pop your hood from inside, take the latch out, and on each side again, there is a clip, plastic trim removal tool available at 1A Auto. Pull this clip up and out. And then there are some clips that hold it across the back of the engine bay. They just pull off. And driver's side, you can pull the cowl weather strip off, and then the cowl panel comes up. And out. Same thing over here. Remove the clip. Pull off these two clips. You can unplug the motor, just push down on this tab and work the connection off. And then 3 8 millimeter bolts hold the assembly in place. One here, and one over here. And we're using an 8 millimeter socket with a ratchet and extension to make it easier. Once you have the assembly free, you want to open up the hood, and we're gonna let the hood kind of go back and rest on the windshield. We'll remove this pin here, and then on each side you'll want to have somebody help you out, but you're going to take off the support rods, which just entails pulling out on a clip here, hold up the hood, and remove the rod on each side. And we'll remove the hose from the clip there. And again, I have somebody holding the hood. And then slowly bring your hood up. And we've got a blanket on the windshield. It doesn't really put that much pressure on the windshield because it's pretty much straight up in the air. Let it sit back. To pull it up and out, you want to reposition the arms. So there's an 8mm bolt. Basically, if you follow the shaft right through the motor, there's the 8mm bolt right back here. Take an 8mm wrench, get it onto that bolt, and then when you turn it, you can see the arms move. And basically, you just want to move them until, if you look over here, you'll see this arm here. Line that arm up, kind of like that, so you'll have more room to pull the thing out. And then it'll come up. Gotta get the get it up and over. Bring that side down. And then bring the assembly out. And I can just kind of show you. Provided your whole system broke in the original position, if it's in the off position, it's going to be like this. And like I said, you just want to get your wrench in there and move the arms so they're kind of lined up with the rest of the mechanism. In order to get it apart, I'll actually just bring it down a little bit, and then I have access to that 8mm bolt. And I'm going to remove that. In order to do that, I'm going to actually put a screwdriver here to hold I can remove that bolt. And now I can carefully use a flat blade screwdriver and pry and remove the arm. And now I can remove the other 3 bolts to separate the motor from the linkage. Original motor from the vehicle, new one from One Auto. They're exactly the same. Connectors are the same. And you'll want to remove, if it comes with a transmission arm like this, you'll want to remove it and use your original. Hold the arm, remove the 10mm bolt, and we'll note the position. It's slightly different from our original, and that's only because we turned the original a little bit so we could get things out of the way. So we'll take that off. In fact, we could actually just take it, turn it a little bit to match the original. And it does, this side is flat while this side is rounded, so you can make sure it's pretty much lined up with the original. Ready to install. This cap actually comes off. Put the motor in. Start all 3 bolts first. So I've got all 3 bolts close. I'm just going to try and center this as well as I possibly can. And then tighten it up. And then this cap goes in like this. And now you can put your arm back into place. Put the bolt on and tighten it up. Position it there so you're ready to put the assembly back in. Now, go in, down. So get it in, pull it back this way, then lift that up, slide it in, drop it down. And you can actually plug the motor in. And now we'll install our 3 bolts. And then reconnect your negative battery cable, put it on, and tighten up the bolt. Again, ours is 10 millimeter, yours may be different. And now you'll want to just turn the key on and run the windshield wipers, turn them off. Now your wiper, motor, and transmission are in the park position, and you can see these arms are pointed back down in there. Slowly bring the hood back down. Make sure the clip is in your hood support rods. Put that one on. And install the other one. Make sure they're on. Washer tube. These harness clips. Oop, this one goes up here. Your cowl panel has a locating pin here and also one here. And there may be some other ones, but this may be broken. But put it in place. Same thing on this side. Down and in place. And this comes out in front. Make sure it's down. Put the clip back here. 2 clips on this side. The lip of this should go towards the engine. And then you can bring the hood down. Reinstall your screws. And put the grommet back on. So sometimes these clips will get out of line, so you might have to just put your screwdriver down in. Straighten it out a little bit so you can see the hole, and then put the screw in. And reinstall the wiper arms, and we noticed usually that when you have your wipers, it kind of lines up with the windshield. What happened is somebody had put these wipers on incorrectly. They had the passenger side one on the driver's side. So the driver's side should go on, and there should be about an inch between the bottom of the windshield here and where the wiper sits. And then this passenger side should just be up off, and again, about an inch between the wiper blade and where the black is on the windshield. Press them down on. The driver's side has a little more of a bend in it than the passenger side, and that allows us to sit straighter. Once you have them on there, your 15mm nuts to hold them in place. And press them down, and then tighten them up with a 15mm wrench or socket and ratchet. And if you ever detect that the wiper arms slip at all, you want to come on here and tighten them up more to get them to stop slipping. And then install the caps to finish it off.
Thanks for watching. Visit us at oneauto.com for quality auto parts, fast and free shipping, and the best customer service in the industry.